Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. It's Tuesday morning. Just got off work a little while ago. I want to talk to you guys this morning about self reliance. Self reliance is something that comes into my mind a lot. Um, Not because I'm a paranoid individual, not because I think aliens or zombies are going to come in and chew my head off. Any of that stuff. I'm talking about natural disasters, um, man-made disasters, things like that. There's a lot of stuff going on in the country, and not to mention that hurricane season start next month. And I read a poll yesterday for the people in Florida. They did a poll, and they asked people to respond to this um, poll, and the poll said hurricane season starts in June, runs till October. Do you have a plan or a kit in place? A kit meaning something to help you be self-reliant prior to help getting to you if they can get to you. And the poll said that 66% of the people polled were not they did not have a plan, and they 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 don't have a kit, anything to you know help them carry on um, if something happened. What you have to ask yourself is, do you have, if the power went out tomorrow, if the power went out this afternoon, do you have the capability to feed your family, excuse me, and sustain your family uh, during the time that happens? And unfortunately, from the poll that I read, 66% of the people uh, do not. And to me, that's sad, and it's also it's stupid. Um, you know, I'm sure that the day before or 2 days before Katrina hit, everybody was walking around saying, "Oh, this and that and everything, and blah blah blah, and yak yak yak," and I'll worry about it tomorrow. And I don't know if you've ever seen any disaster videos about anything that takes place anywhere, not just this country, but any country. Um, if you think that you're going to get to the grocery store and pick up all the stuff that you need, once that hits, then uh, you're sadly mistaken. Everybody's got the same idea you do. At least 66% of the people, from what I read, um, they're just going to, wait it out and see what happens, and then when the shit hits the fan, they're going to go pick up whatever the hell they need. That's not the case. And this is not a rant. This is an informative thing that I wanted to put out there. I haven't put a video out in a while. You don't have to spend $1,000 and go out and get all this stuff and stock it away. You can take a little at a time. You can do a little bit. I don't make a lot of money, and it's not hard to go and get a couple extra cans of peas or a couple extra cans of green beans or whatever makes you happy, whatever your family's going to eat. It doesn't take that much effort really to do it. You're already at the store, so put a couple more cans in there. If you're like some people and you shop at Walmart, you must have a hell of a budget because I pick up 3 or 4 things at Walmart and it's just some outrageous shit. There's other places you can shop, and you need to shop around. I mean, where I go grocery shopping, you can buy 4 boxes of macaroni and cheese for $1. Is it Kraft? No. Is it going to keep your ass alive? Yeah. 66% of the people in Florida that were polled are not ready for disaster. Not ready. A, whether it's lackadaisical or whatever you want to call it, or they're relying on the fact that someone's going to come and pull their ass out of the fire. That's great. Um, you need to have a plan. You need to make sure that your family is taken care of. And I'm not saying something's going to happen tomorrow. I'm not saying something's not going to happen tomorrow. Well, what I'm saying is be ready for something to happen. Do you have to go out and spend thousands of dollars on stuff? No. Cheap beer today. Do you need to get a first aid kit? Yeah, you do. Do you need to get some food stocked up? Yeah, you do. The biggest thing that you're going to run into a problem with is going to be water. Water is going to be gold if something happens. And people are going to, you can buy a case of water for, I don't know, $3, something like that, a case of bottled water. Some places you can buy it for less. To me, water is water. If I can find a case of it for $1.50, then I'm buying two. And it's not about me. What I'm trying to say is get yourself ready for something. Get yourself. If the power goes out for 2 days and your stove's not working, your lights aren't working, the water's not working, you need to have a plan. So get out and pick up a few things. Is it going to be some gourmet food that's gonna make everybody smile and all that hunky dory bullshit? No, it's not. Is it going to be stuff that you can cook to keep your family alive? Yeah, it is. Practicing self-reliance is to me is just it just makes sense. I don't understand why people aren't already doing that. I mean, 66%. That just to me that means they don't have a chance, and that's my personal opinion. When the power goes out and the water goes out, and the shit hits the fan for whatever reason. I'm not saying zombies are going to come down and chew your head off. I'm not saying that's ridiculous. I'm not saying aliens are going to come and have crazy shit going on with laser guns and shit like that. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about any kind of disaster. If the power goes out and the water goes out and things like that, go to, for instance, Walmart. Go to the camping section. Pick up a couple of little cans of propane gas. Pick up a couple of little cheap stoves. Trioxane. Pick up some trioxane. That stuff burns really hot and it cooks your food really well. Basically, what you're trying to do is stay alive. So buy a few things. Buy some candles. Buy, like I said, buy some little stoves that can run off of fossil fuel. As far as propane or something like that, or trioxane tablets, so you can cook. If something happens, think. Those of you out there with kids, think. Power goes out at 4 o'clock this afternoon, and it stays off for 2 weeks. Are you ready? Self-reliance, people. You need to get on it. You need to be thinking about that. Because honestly, I mean, look at the history. Katrina, how long did it take for people to intervene on that? There's just a lot of shit going on, and you need to be prepared. Am I a paranoid person that thinks the world's going to end on Wednesday? No, I'm not. Am I, excuse me, am I trying to get out there and tell people that you need to take care of yourselves? It's only smart. That's it. Bye.